from his shadow is terrifying. Shy Wallace is so self-defeating. From every challenge, he's retreating. Bring on. Places, rolling, action.
In comes I, King Wallace the Wired. With all the experts I have hired and the wise advice they generate, you'd think my life would be just great. But they give me such dire predictions. A happy future looks like just a fiction. The only sunshine in my life is dear Queen Betsy, my loving wife.
In comes I, the Mayday Queen. A vision like you've never seen. Good day, my love. I hope you're well. Of course, it's always hard to tell. You act so gloomy all the time. Almost like smiling was a crime.
The Farmer's Almanac, my dear, predicts an awful drought next year. We'll need to help the poor folk through. That means we need more revenue.
Those poor, the king is loved by those greedy poor, but the rich, like moi, the treasurer. I'll spread fear and lies. Uncertainty. I was uncertain in my lines. I'll spread fear and uncertainty to squelch his generosity. To keep the king off balance, I shall threaten danger from on high. Good plan. As royal treasurer, I protest. I know your motives are of the best, but the challenges we face are stiff. We're racing towards that fiscal cliff. And when we hit the rocks below, we'll all be shattered by the blow. Oh, I see that you don't understand. I'll guide you safely. Take my hand.
Where is this cliff? In what direction? It's not clear to my inspection.
Well, the difficulty with financial crises is that no matter what devices we use to predict their times and locations, the markets have their own inclinations. So, even if you hold your money tight, you can fall off that cliff in the dark of night. Ladies and gents, center tempo! Cliff!
In comes I!
Oh yeah, now in he comes.
I'm Senator Boom!
Move that cliff!
Everybody,
Cliff over here.
move that cliff and make me some room.
Let's see.
Now this little lady just doesn't get it. And someday soon, she'll regret it. Our nation's economy is reeling and soon we're gonna crash into the debt ceiling. It's time for us to get down and hunker somewhere safe in a hidden bunker.
Where can I go to hide? Find me a cave and I'll go inside.
To save our great and glorious nation, we should flee to an undisclosed location. Come on.
Cliff, ceiling, where is this threat now? Up or down? You two go running through the town like Chicken Little yelling doom. Let's find the path out of this. You're good at sounding so dramatic.
Thank you.
But what's your point? I just hear static. We do have problems, I agree. The biggest one is clear to me. You have the king so terrorized that now he's almost paralyzed.
In comes I, your chief scientist. And there's a problem you may have missed. Remember the storms and droughts last year? There's more to come, I fear. Our world is warming way too fast. To cool it down is our first task. Our kids deserve... Our kids deserve a healthy earth. Please, work on this to prove your worth. You've cut the budget for research and schools. We can't find answers without good tools.
La, la, la. Don't listen, sir.
This climate stuff is just a quagmire.
Yeah, the line. We can't even afford to That's right. We can't even afford to pay for the crises that we face today. Those storms were last year. It's nice out now.
And you can't change climate anyhow. You scientists claim to have it all together when you can't even be sure of tomorrow's weather. All our nation's job creators are watching while the economy craters because their taxes are too high. You see, government takes pieces of their pie and gives it to the greedy poor to eat. Just drop-in entitlements at their feet.
We all have issues. Yeah, that's a fact. But when you're scared, you just react. Fight or flight, that's not much choice. We need to hear a different voice.
You! Revolting! As leader of the Revolting Youth, I hope you'll listen to our truth. Nothing gets done when we're stuck on the bleachers, and those jerks have just fired our teachers. The kingdom's future is in our hands, and they're turning us into roving bands.
I was working on a robot cleaner to make our houses safer and greener. But now my family's on the street. We're dumpster diving for food to eat.
She has a really clean robot.
When grown-ups act like spoiled kids, no wonder the kingdom's on the skids. I used to dream I was born to lead, but now I think I'll just secede.
Good idea.
We all like snow days off from school, but too many people are already fools. If they don't spend some time in classes, too many kids become dumb asses.
It's not right if you're talking about donkeys.
That's not fine.
These kids have ambition, it's clear. But what shall we tell them, Betsy dear? We need their brains and energy. What can we say? Oh, dear, dear me.
That scientist is right to say the problems that we face today go far beyond the fiscal fears that make those two shed crocodile tears. For future's sake, we must invest in projects that support our best.
Here's something you kids should see. A cyber university. There's no tuition to attend. With Skype and email, you can send your questions to the scholars wise on any question you devise. This QR code has the URL. I'm sure that it will serve you all very well.
Now that everyone's gone away,
I think it's safe for me to say,
You must succumb to my demands.
cut!
Oh.
Stunt double for the king!
Stunt double! Stunt double!
Stunt double for the king! Cut! Unscrupulous louts are taking bets the king succumbs to hollow threats, but common folk are tuning in. The future's suddenly looking grim.
The problem with common folks is too many of them.
Places! Rolling! Action! Action!
Action, youth. True.
My phone just...
This cyber school is pretty thin. It's just a Wikipedia skin. There's lots of knowledge, but there's no guide to whatever wisdom is inside, including my lines.
Cheaters, there's no doubt. Now that we know, let's chase them out.
The scientist has made his case. It's clear there is no time to waste. Oh no! I wasn't gone for long, but something has gone very wrong.
Looks fine to me.
We need a doctor right away, or some kind of expert. Anyway, plastic surgeon.
famed economist. I search for patterns in the mist and follow the
gorilla.
flow of money and power as well as I can from my ivory tower. I will share with you for a minor fee my tips for winning the lottery. Or if you suffer from extra financial pressure, I can relieve you of your excess treasure. I know all the world's currencies from Apsar to yen. And I know inflation's coming. I just don't know when. I have perfect 20/20 hindsight. But for the future, I have blind sight. You might recognize my famous mug man. I'm known to all as Dr. Krugman.
You're Paul Krugman.
Albert Rugman, pleased to meet you.
You're the man they say lies like a rug?
I have a very important appointment with the treasurer now. Goodbye.
The king is dead. What shall we do?
I have no simple cure for you, but when we're stumped inside my lab, we open up a browser tab.
I open up a bar tab.
And we ask Web 2.0 for help. And somewhere on Google or on Yelp, someone might have cures for kings. I've Googled even stranger things.
Yeah, I know. I've seen your browser history.
My phone just crashed.
Hey, I did too.
I've got no boys here. How about you?
We'll have to save the king today by finding help the old-fashioned way.
Straw pool? Research? Leeches?
Ask the crowd. We'll get them all to shout it loud. To cut to the truth with swords that gleam. What do we need?
The Rapper Team!